Hello and welcome in the class. My name is Sara and this is a slow and restorative practice that will help you to release tension from the body. You will need nothing but a yoga mat and something comfortable to wear, and you're ready to begin. We'll be starting at the end of the yoga mat in a child's pose. Please go ahead, bring your big toes together and open your knees wide. Bring your hands in front of you. On your inhale, you want to lengthen the spine. On your exhale, you want to slowly walk your hands forward and bring your forehead down to the floor. Take a moment here in your child's pose to arrive with your attention. Begin to notice your breath and your body. Begin to connect with yourself on a deeper level. And as you breathe, direct your attention to your belly. So since we have a restorative practice ahead of us, we want to also use the power of our breath to help us relax. As you breathe, see if you can focus on breathing into the belly, so that on your inhale, your belly softens and expands. And on your exhale, your belly gently contracts and navel pulls gently towards the spine, but nothing too strong. Again, inhale, your belly expands. Exhale, belly shrinks. A few more times like that, breathing in and out through your nose. Deep inhales and exhales into the belly. Maybe extend your hands a little bit more forward and begin to feel the stretch around your shoulders as well. Let's take one more breath here. And exhale. Good. On your next inhale, you're going to round your back and shift your shoulders over your wrists. Maybe you can even bring your knees a little closer together. So in our tabletop position, you have the option to either stay here with your rounded spine or shift your hips a little bit more forward. This will get more into your lower back. On your way back, you will arch your back, create a little back bend, and move back into your child's pose. This is our flow for now. We're going to repeat. Inhale to round your back, move it forward. Exhale, back into your child's pose. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale to move to the front. Exhale back, and if it feels good for your lower back, you can shift the hips a little bit more to the front so it almost looks like a Cobra variation. And it's actually what we're going to get into in a moment. So the next time you shift your hips forward, you want to release your hips all the way down to the ground and then bring your whole torso, your belly down to the floor as well. Your feet are hip distance apart, toes pointed, arms next to the chest, elbows pointing up. Release your forehead to the ground, and on your inhale, you're going to lift your chest up. Roll the shoulders back, broaden the collarbones. On your exhale, your left shoulder comes to the floor and you will look over your right shoulder to the ceiling. Let's take a full breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale up into your Cobra. Exhale, right shoulder down, looking over your left shoulder. Let's take a breath here. In. And out. Inhale up into the Cobra. Exhale, left shoulder down. Full breath in. And out. Inhale up. Exhale, right shoulder down. Full inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. One more time. Let's come up into the Cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Open the chest. Exhale. Slowly come down. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. Forehead resting on your hands. Take a breath in. And out. Good. Look forward. Extend your right hand to the right so that your whole right arm is in line with your right shoulder. With your left hand, you'll find the same position as we just had in the Cobra lifts. Bend your left knee. On your exhale, press with your left hand against the ground. Roll over to your right side into that broken wing position. The name doesn't sound very positive, but the whole position is so amazing. Helps to release tension from the shoulder area. So feel free to stay here. And the more you open your left knee, the closer your left knee goes to the ground, the deeper the stretch will be. Your left arm can stay where it is, or you can place your left arm behind your back. Maybe even try to connect your fingers behind your back if you want to go quite deep into this stretch. But what I really like to do is just to extend the left arm in the opposite direction as the right arm. Let's take 5 breaths here. Completely relaxing your face, using the force of gravity to help you get deeper into this pose. 3 breaths. 2. The last one. Beautiful. On your inhale, you're going to return back onto your belly and switch the sides right away. Extend your left arm to the left. Bend your right elbow. Bend your right knee. On your exhale, push with your right hand into the ground and open your right knee to the side. Find the same variation for your arms as you did on the previous side. Let's stay here for about 5 breaths. With every exhale, you let your right knee open more and more, if that feels good for you. 3 breaths. 2. And 1. On your inhale, you return back. Exhale, let's find the resting pose with both hands together and your forehead on your hands. Take a breath in. And a breath out. On your inhale, you look up again, or look forward rather. Bring your hands next to your chest. And we're going to combine our Cobra with a little transition. So on your next inhale, you will press your feet into the ground, roll your shoulders back, squeeze your elbows in, lift your chest off the ground, becoming aware of the activation of your back muscles. Then you will bend your right knee, similar to what we did before. Use your right hand to push against the ground and roll over to the side, now coming into a seat. You want to open your right knee so that the right sole of the right foot touches your left inner thigh. Inhale to sweep your arms overhead. Exhale to twist to the right. Bring your left hand behind your right knee, right hand behind the body. Both sits bones are rooting down. On your inhale, you lengthen the spine. On your exhale, you press with your left hand actively against your right thigh and look more over your right shoulder. So maybe you can feel a little stretch in your neck here as well. And if so, That feels really amazing, at least in my opinion. So enjoy that, breathe into that. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. On your next inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, side stretch. So your right arm reaches to where your left foot is pointing, and you want to keep the right side of your chest open. Let me turn around so that you can see the front of me. Good. Staying here. Nice lengthening through your right arm. If lengthening through your right arm doesn't feel like a good idea, you just place your right arm behind your head, and you can even use your left arm underneath your head so that it feels really nice, more restorative than the previous option. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. For 2. And 1. Beautiful. On your inhale, you will reach both of your hands up. Now place your right hand on the mat. With your left arm, you will draw a half circle and lift your hips up. So now we are stretching the left side body and opening through the front of the hips. Depending on how you're feeling, you can either stay here and stretch the side body or add more back bending. When you bend your left elbow, find your cactus arm, push your hips forward and open your chest even more. 3 more breaths in here. 2. And 1. Beautiful. On your exhale, you're going to sit back down and we'll transition back into our Cobra. So you'll lift your right knee up, look over your left shoulder, bring both hands to the ground and come back onto the belly. Let's switch to the other side. Inhale to lift your chest up, again activating those back muscles. And then you bend your left knee, roll over to your right side and first come into your seat. Then open your left knee. On your inhale, sweep both arms overhead. On your exhale, look over your left shoulder and twist. Again, 2 sits bones are rooting down, spine lengthening up. On your inhale, you find more space in the body, and on your exhale, you look over the shoulder and twist some more. What helps me to get a nice neck stretch here is pressing with the back of my right hand against the left thigh, and that really works. So maybe you want to try that too. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. Last, inhale and exhale. Good. Look forward. Now lift your left arm up. On your exhale, side stretch. So you can either choose the more active variation or right away find your more restorative variation of the side stretch. What you want to make sure is to keep the chest open. So if the left side of your chest is falling forward, let's not do that right now. Let's keep the left side of the chest lifted as if you wanted to introduce your left armpit to the ceiling. Staying here for 3 breaths. For 2. Last one. plank back. Now you place your left hand on the mat with your right arm drawing that half circle. Push your hips forward, open the chest, open the front of your hips, and either stay here in your side plank variation or make it more a back bend. So push your hips forward, bend your right elbow, open the chest. Then you're gonna hold for 3, for 2, last inhale. On your exhale, you return back into a seat, and we're gonna lift that left knee up, look over the right shoulder, and transition back onto the belly, finding the resting pose with your 2 hands together and your forehead on your hands. Take a full inhale here. And an exhale. Lift your head up. Bring your hands next to your chest. On your exhale, push with your hands against the ground, coming to a seat. From here, cross your ankles and swing your legs forward. We're gonna stretch and lengthen the whole back side of the body in the snail pose or the caterpillar pose. You will have your legs straight. If your lower back is rounding, in that case, place something underneath your sits bones. Otherwise, if your lower back can stay in a neutral position, you don't need a prop. And from here, you want to tuck your chin to your chest and round your upper back. Option 1, you stay here. Option 2, you walk your hands a little bit more forward and increase the forward fold. At this point, you can place your elbows on your thighs and support your head with your hands, or just let your head hang heavy, completely relaxing all of your face muscles, your jaw, your lips. This is the point where you want to completely surrender to the gravity. Don't force this forward fold. So if the body is not coming lower or as low as you imagine, that is totally fine. You just want to start where you are, and then perhaps with your breath, with your exhales, the body will soften little by little. Staying here for 5 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, last inhale and exhale. On your inhale, you will slowly come out of your position. Good. Find a nice and upright seat. Exhale to let your head fall towards your right shoulder. Both shoulders are relaxed. Shoulder blades sliding down your back. Next exhale, roll your head over to the left side. And let's stay there for a moment. Inhale to lift your head up. In our last position, or second to last pose, will be a variation of the Butakonasana bound angle. You will have your feet together and open your knees wide. The feet are far away from the pubic bone, so at least 50 centimeters or so. Here you can have your block as well, or just do it without the block. On your inhale, you lengthen the spine. On your exhale, you reach with the chest forward and down, completely relaxing the neck just like before. As to your hands, I like to hug my feet from outside, but you can also bring your arms underneath the shins. This will give your legs a little support and make it a little less intense, which feels nice sometimes. So that's an option. Or you can again use your hands as a support for your head if letting the head hang is too much for the neck. And you will hold here. 4 more breaths. Breathing into your hips, noticing your outer hips, maybe even your inner thighs. Not forcing the movement, just letting it happen. On your next inhale, you slowly roll up. Good. Shift your hips a little more forward. And now if you have a wall next to you, I suggest you do this last one with the wall. So I'm actually gonna move towards the wall and hopefully will not come out of frame. You are going to lay down. Viparita Karani, legs up the wall position. Your hips are about 20 centimeters away from the wall, and you'll just lift your legs up. And let's bring one hand to the belly, the other hand to the chest, and find that belly breathing. So as you inhale, you'll inhale to your lower hand, the one that touches your belly. And then from there, you inhale more into your upper hand. Exhale from your upper hand and lower hand. Continue like this. Inhale to the belly, to the chest. Exhale, chest and belly. A few more times. If you really like this pose, and if it's evening, or you just need more time for yourself, then I suggest you stay here. You can turn this into your version of Shavasana, the final resting position. Otherwise, we are slowly going to hug the knees into the chest. You'll give yourself a squeeze, roll to the right and to the left to massage your lower back. And then roll all the way over to your right side. And from there into a seated position. Bring your hands in front of your heart together. Bow your head down. Lift your chin up. And blink your eyes open. I thank you for joining this practice. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will see you in the next class. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to check out my other videos and subscribe to this channel.